100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them. How to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I...
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Atlanta Falcons. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. First carry here for Ty Montgomery. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. That's fine, yeah.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And his throw here's incomplete. Will tie the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his target. It's Cobb. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on. That's fine.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finds a seam inside the 40. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
2nd and goal from the 1. Rodgers with a keeper. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? Now this time Rodgers will throw. Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling there to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Carlson now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now Ryan on second down. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Gun!
Coleman now. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Right! Hey, express! Hey, gun! Hey, south!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to run past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Get up!
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Gun!
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 13 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
But it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Gun! 5, 25, set! Check 3. Go!
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
58! Hey, where are you going?
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
58!
They pitch it out to Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And the third down pass falls incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit from this.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Kenny Clark continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Ryan. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I'll go over here.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
319. That's fine, yeah.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
No. 319. Hey. Zoom.
A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. On the crossing route, complete. It's Turner.
Let's go.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Zoom. Yeah, Liz. Hey.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Hey, check 26. Jump out.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Finds his target, Montgomery. Touchdown, Packers. Ty Montgomery, 47 yards. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Carlson now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Coleman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 66 yards. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And on that long run, oh, this is blocked. Oh, the Packers have it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I rarely question anyone's effort on the field. But normally, you give up a touchdown like that, a long-distance play, there's usually not a lot of resistance on the extra point. In this case, though, boy, they bowed their backs and got after it, didn't they?
Yeah, a little revenge. Nicely done.
Yeah, way to go. Get in there, block it, and show them that they're still fighting.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 26. Jump out.
To throw on second down. Rodgers. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. The Packers on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Rodgers to Cobb, good for a Green Bay first.
Inside.
On first down, Rodgers. And an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Rodgers handing to Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
zoom.
Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Finding some room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Gun! Look out!
From midfield now, here's Ryan. He sets to fire deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Rodgers hands to Montgomery. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Jump out! Oko, over here. Zoom.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Now he's forced out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And here now come the Falcons. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
There we go.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's going to go for it, and he's going to be intercepted a third time. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
Partner's bad enough when you just can't hold on to the football. But when your quarterback's throwing it to the other team, that's 3 interceptions now, 4 turnovers for the game. You really have no chance to win the football game.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. Rodgers going to give this one to Montgomery. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Let's go, come on. No. 319.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
That's fine. Yeah.
Now Rodgers. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And this will be taken at the 13. Oh, good move. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan steps away. He's got his man on the crossing route. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Now Ryan on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th.
Hey, let's go. Gun, gun, gun. Hey, South. 25.
Again, Ryan. Flush to his right. He'll find Thielen working the middle. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Get up! Gun, gun, gun! Go!
From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now it's Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cedric Wilson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2.
Hey, Tuesday. Hey, we got 4 now. There we go. Hey, check.
They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They run a draw here on second down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, check 26. Hey, check 26. That's fine, yeah.
To throw is Rodgers. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Single receiver. Hey, get out! Wait! 12.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Lets it fly for Thielen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jones. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. 1st down. Here's the run with Montgomery. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, this is Montgomery. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
319!
1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Montgomery. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey. 319!
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Carlson is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.